What's up, y'all? It's your girl Aaliyah back with another video. So guys, if you guys have been watching my main channel or my vlogging channel, you know that I am planning on making a move pretty soon, and I am looking at different properties. So I want to start this series where I analyze different properties, give my ratings on them, different things like that. So I found this gorgeous property that unfortunately has sold already, but I really want you guys to see it. So I'm gonna go ahead and record that for y'all. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to go ahead and stay tuned. Make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button before you even do anything else. Let's go ahead and hop into looking at this property. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to start recording so you guys can see this. I am going to blur out the address because I don't need anybody's information getting out there. You guys know that I am a licensed realtor in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Georgia. So I don't need anybody being like, oh my God, you know, Aaliyah, the realtor is doing all this and doing all that. Like, I don't need that. So this is in no way to, first of all, I love this property. So like, you know, I can't really talk bad about another realtor or the seller or the buyer. I can't really talk bad about them because I love the property. But just a disclaimer for all the legalities and stuff like that. If you guys are interested in buying or selling in those states that I just mentioned, go ahead and reach out to your girl for sure. So let's go ahead and hop into this review, I guess you would call it. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it. Okay, so guys, do you see how, first of all, it doesn't look like much. Like off top, it doesn't really look like too much. Now, granted, I probably wouldn't have put the little collage, but you know, we're not here to analyze the picture of what they posted. We're here to analyze the property. So first of all, you guys can see obviously that it is where I live at. I live in Charlotte currently, but in this area they call it a row house. And I mean, at first glance, you probably would be like, oh, it's just like, you know, whatever. But when you get inside, guys, now this, it looks gorgeous to me. Now, a lot of people might be like, hey, like, Aaliyah, that's not actually like that great. But I think that it's very, very, very nice. And I'm going to explain why when I go through the pictures. Okay, so obviously they could have done a little bit of maintenance, lawn maintenance, or they could have bettered the curb appeal. But first thing you should notice is that there are 4 mailboxes. So this is a 4 unit. This is like technically a quad. So it has apartments within one building. So the owner is now the owner of 4 units instead of just buying the one. So you don't just get the one building. And I think that, first of all, is an amazing investment, especially if you're gonna live in it. So one of the units is below ground level, or like, you know what I mean, in the basement technically. They've made that into a unit. So in some areas they will consider it like a legal 4 unit, but I think for this particular property it was a legal 3 unit. Legal, like not illegal, but legal 3 units. So technically it is zoned for 3 units, but they have turned a bottom unit into a 4 unit, so it would be considered a non-conforming. So look, this is like definitely one of the huge selling points for me, because like look at all the space that's in the back. Like in that area, you are not going to find like that much space in the back, especially for 4 people. Like just to keep like the numbers simple, 4 people to be able to park. You're usually like, all of your tenants like may have to, some of them might have to park on the street. All of you may have to park on the street, but having this in the back is like a huge selling point for sure. And then you have like a privacy fence like between you and your neighbor. So then you guys can see that there is like a staircase going up to all of the units, so you didn't have to come through the front if you didn't want to. And now we get to the inside. So I do like with this, I don't know which unit was the owner's unit or if the owner even lived in it, but I do like kind of what they did with it. It looks nice. I think it's clean, you know what I mean? They made it very presentable for when you first walk in. And then this, like, I wish that they would have put these pictures like, well, they had to put these pictures in the front, because like honestly, the brick wall is gonna do it for me every single time. The exposed brick. And really that could have just been a wall that they did themselves that might not have like been a part of the actual, you know what I mean? Like that could have just been like a accent wall that they added. But I think that they did an amazing job with putting that right there. I think it is a huge selling point, especially because they have those high ceilings They have the recessed lighting, the black cabinets. Okay, so the black refrigerator is kind of like, okay, you know what I mean? They probably didn't buy it black. It probably was white at some point. Me personally, I would have upgraded the refrigerator to like a stainless steel refrigerator because it looks like the microwave is stainless steel, but you know, nonetheless, I do still think that it's very, very nice. And then you can kind of like get like a quicker look at what's going on with the cabinetry and from what I can tell, it looks like maybe, I can't even zoom in, but it looks like the stove is black too. So maybe like updating the refrigerator, the stove doesn't look like it's in too terrible of condition from what I can see. So they have like a good amount of kitchen space. This is gorgeous to me. Now, the cabinets, I do think that they should have done a little bit of like better like painting. Like the painting just looks like a little bit off. I don't know what it is about it, but I think that they probably DIY'd the painting on the cabinets. But the tall ceilings, you guys, like that is gorgeous to me, like absolutely freaking gorgeous. Like that is a dream for me. My apartment here has like high ceilings, but they're really not like as high as this. So then we have a bedroom. You kind of, I mean, now if a guy doesn't live here, I really hope I don't offend anybody, but I feel like you can kind of tell that a guy lives here. Like look at the little slippers at the bottom. Anyway, so even the rooms have high ceilings. That's definitely a plus for me. Like I would have put curtains in there that probably reached all the way down to the floor, but you know what I mean? Like it's not like my place to decorate, but that's what I would have done had I purchased this property. And you know what? Right when I decided that I was going to be doing a move, that's when this property sold. So, you know what I mean? I just think that that's the good Lord like telling me like, hey, Aaliyah, like something similar or better than this is coming along. Also, I know I cannot be the only one that likes exposed piping. Like I love those. They look so, so good. And I feel like this person in particular did a really good job of like, you know what I mean? Now, the living room doesn't have too much going on. Like, don't get me wrong. But compared to the other units, I really do think, or not units, the other, what do they call it? The other rooms, I think that they did a good job of like, you know what I mean, making it look very New Yorkish, very city-like. I think that it looks very industrial. This room, not so much, besides the exposed piping, but nonetheless, it still looks good to me. Okay, we got some exposed piping in the bathroom. I feel like there may be enough room for a double vanity in there, but you know, that's me just eyeballing it from here. So this is, I think, so this is this the same room? This is the same room, I believe. Let me go back. Yeah, so this is the same room as this one right here, but just on the other side. So that room is pretty large. It has got a lot of space in there to be able to do whatever with. And that may actually be another unit. I don't believe that this is I don't believe that this is the same property or the same, what is it called? I'm drawing a blank on all my work, but this is not the same unit. So I believe that this is probably the second unit. Then they turned one of the bedrooms into like a closet. They probably didn't have a need to use the second bedroom as like a, you know what I mean, an actual bedroom. So I think that's pretty cool. They added some shelving in there to put their shoes on. They definitely have a lot of clothes. This person's probably like really, really stylish. So I wouldn't be surprised if this unit and the unit that had the brick accent wall, I wouldn't be surprised if those were the same units, because it seems like, I feel like they would just go together for some reason. Okay, so here's the outside. So I love that each unit has an AC, their own AC unit. Like you don't want other people controlling your, you know what I mean, your temperatures and stuff like that. So that's a plus. I probably, in this area, I probably would put like a cage around them, that way that they can't get like, you know what I mean, stolen or anything like that. So, and this is another unit, because those ones that we saw before, they didn't have carpet. This one has carpet, and they still have high ceilings. Like this, like the flooring is gorgeous. This is probably, so this is the bottom, this is not the very bottom unit, but this is the unit that is on the first technical floor. Gorgeous. Like, so this, I don't know if this unit is, I'm having a hard time like understanding the layout, honestly, because now it looks like they're going up steps. If you look at the patio area, or like where the doors are at, it just looks like you're going down steps. So I don't know if this is actually, this can't still be the first floor. Yep, there's not much to see here. Okay, so yeah, they had to, oh wow, that stove is like really tiny. But they had to DIY that last, I think that the tenant or the owner, because I don't know if it was the tenant or the owner that lived in that other unit, I think that they probably DIY'd that. And you see that this refrigerator is white. They definitely made that home into their own, which they should. I think it looks gorgeous. That probably was a huge selling point also. Okay, so they got a laundry room. You know, they definitely could have updated those washer and dryers, but I mean, as long as you do the job, I guess, you know, whatever. Definitely a lot of space though, a lot of space. So this unit hasn't been updated like that last unit was. I definitely would have placed a microwave over top of that, the stove though. The stove is so tiny, it's crazy. So, oh, and now the bathroom. This bathroom definitely needs to be, you know what I mean? Needs little touches here and there, but it's basically identical to the other unit, besides like it just needing a little bit of work. Yeah, this one needs to be updated for sure. This might be a two bathroom unit, which would be fantastic because you really, from what I can tell, you really don't see those too much. Has a walk-in closet. That's a good touch. Dang, it just keeps on going, honestly. It's starting to make me lose track of how many units we actually saw. These units are large. Like, they are very large. If I had the opportunity to jump on this investment, I more than likely would have purchased it. Like, I don't see any reason why this would have been a bad investment. Now, I don't know if I really like investigated the area too much, so don't get me wrong, like that would definitely have to be taken into account, but the units are gorgeous to me. Now this, I believe, is that bottom unit, so technically the non-conforming, the fourth unit. So for it to be in the basement, it's not that bad. This one does not have high ceilings like the other units. It does look like it has like a little bit, probably more of a closed, how would you say, like it doesn't have like an open floor concept to it yet. So you can definitely tell that this is like the bottom unit because you see the stone wall to the left. That is, I've seen a lot of units in this area that have those types of foundations and basements in it. So they probably just painted it. That's what it looks like. But they got somebody to come in there and finish that whole thing. So I hate the tiling though. Like that is I cannot stand that. But whatever, you know what I mean? Like nonetheless, it still works. It definitely wouldn't probably rent for the same amount as those upper units though. So the washer and dryer is in the bathroom. That's not horrible because I've seen washer and dryers in the units with the kitchen. So for it to be in the bathroom, I really don't think that's too bad. It's probably taking place of a shower, to be honest, because I haven't seen a shower in this unit yet. It still has a very large living space. This might be dining. Yeah, it has the egress windows. So yeah, this unit doesn't have a shower. Huh. Okay. I'm sure it does, but why wouldn't they take a picture of it? Why wouldn't they take a picture of it? How many rooms is, you know, it's so hard to tell from the pictures like what is what. But anyway, guys, we'll go back to the front. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to Girl's channel. Let me know if you like this type of video. You know, this is my first time really like deciding that I'm gonna post different content on a different channel other than my main channel. So let me know what you guys think. You know what I mean? All the feedback, any feedback is greatly appreciated. I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to your girl's channel. And I'm gonna catch you guys either tomorrow or the day after that. So thank you guys again for watching. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video.